We don't serve your kind here. Get out, by user Tsenrij. It was laundry day and as fortune had it I was wearing a dark t-shirt, black jeans, and dark shoes. I made the mistake of going out dressed this way to a big box hardware and building supply that is big on orange aprons. I just wanted to buy a bag of masonry lime. It comes in 50 pounds bags which I can carry on my shoulder to the checkout in my car, because I don't like carts, but it isn't comfortable for long periods. An older man wearing a mega hat came up to me and started demanding I load up his cart, not a flatbed, with bags of concrete mix. He said, "Get me 3 bags of this mix." If he had been more polite, I might have also been more polite, but instead I said no and started to walk away. He grabs my arm, the one on the side with the 50 pounds bag, and start yelling, "It's your job to help me." Now I am a genser, going grey, am not a small guy, and have resting done with this face. I am one of the last people someone should think is somehow their hardware store concierge. I told him we don't serve your kind here. Get out. I waited a few seconds while he registered this and then started to say something before I cut him off saying, "I going up front to report you." He followed me, without touching me again, all the while saying things like, "What do you mean my kind, and you can't refuse me service, and who are you to talk to me that way?" When we got up front I walked to a register and started checking out. You might think this would tip him off, no such luck, there. He fast walked to the first orange apron wearing person he saw and tried interrupting her discussion with another customer. I did not pay attention to the details, but I checked and walked away before he sorted it out. Thank heavens for her self-checkout. She got mad I wouldn't work for her, by user Rajazi23. I was shopping in a department store. I was literally only there to buy a pair of socks before class. I happened to be standing near some smaller items, likely marketed as stocking stuffers or other holiday things. A woman who looked to be about 68 or so walks over and sees the foam kit near me and goes, "Oh, I don't like those, they get all sticky on my hands. I'm looking for a toy for my grandson." I polite look at her and say, "Oh, I don't work here." The death glare this woman gave me. I'm not sure if she was upset that I wasn't working there or if she was upset that I didn't go out of my way to be her personal shopper as I had responsibilities and commitments. She then walks over to another random person dressed in black, the store uniform, and gives the exact same speech. It wasn't just making small talk. Lady was looking for an employee and got mad. My cousin the grave digger, by user Jennifer6. Today I was at a graveside funeral for a very elderly cousin. I have a first cousin Pete and we have a joint second cousin named Danny, who is the son of the recently deceased. I have seen both of these cousins a number of times over the years, but they hadn't seen each other in many decades. Pete is the scruffiest person I know. He never wears anything but jeans, t-shirts, flannel shirts, and work boots, and his hair is, let us say, generally disheveled. So that's what Pete was wearing at the funeral. Before the service Pete was sitting down and I was standing with Danny having a bit of a chat. Danny said, "Why is that guy sitting there?" I said, "That's Pete." And Danny said, "Well, shit. I just asked him to bring out some more chairs and when the rest of the crew was going to show up. I was the one this time, by user cleverguru_. I went for early voting today and after submitting my ballot I was just going to leave. I was kind of debating if I wanted a "I voted" sticker as I usually get them if available. The table was right next to the machine and there were a bunch of stickers there. There were 2 people standing at the edge, one hunched over writing something, the other standing seemed to be giving direction, or just talking. I didn't get very far when I paused, turned around near the table. Me, excuse me, can I have an "I voted" stickers please? Woman, oh, I'm not a poll worker. Me, oh. I'm so sorry. Woman, they seem to be just on the table. I'm sure you can just take one. Me, yeah I guess so. Thank you though. I grabbed one of the stickers on the table and walked out. I know it isn't exciting or funny as others. But thought I'd still share. Oh, the irony, by user Repulsive Honey 5639. A few years before COVID, I was browsing through Staples with a couple friends. If you're unfamiliar, it's a chain of office supply stores with black slacks and a red polo shirt for uniforms with a small white company logo and name tag pinned below it on the chest. I was wearing dark rinse jeans and a reddish-orange band t-shirt with a large number 311 in black with white outline on the front. On the back, 311 written in black across my upper shoulders. Given that description, I could see how someone may possibly mistake me for an employee from behind or at a distance. But this lady walked right up to me and asked, where can I find product X? I looked back at her with a slightly confused expression and replied, sorry, I don't work here. The reaction on her face was an odd combination of utter disgust and bewilderment, as if I told her go F yourself or I'm going to kidnap your firstborn child. She looked down at my shirt and back up at me, still not believing it while backing away slowly, still staring at me with that weird look. Despite the color similarity, most people can easily tell the difference between the uniform and my shirt. She did not fall into that category. The funny thing is, I actually used to work there for a brief 3-month stint at that specific location, but 20 years prior as a senior in high school for my first job. She didn't need to know that though, it probably would have made her head explode. Edit, shortened first paragraph as per reader feedback/annoyance. Apparently still too lengthy.